I haven't truly thought about taking my own life since I was in 8th grade. And that was the year that I went to talk to my trustworthy guidance counselor, and she told my mom everything that I said, even though I begged and cried and pleaded with her not to, because I knew that she would turn it around and make it seem like I didn't love her enough to stay. And I know that I haven't been myself for the past 3 years. And 2 years ago, I mustered up the courage to ask my mother to take me to see someone, hoping that she wouldn't be mad that I didn't ask her for help. And I showed her my wrists and hips that I slashed in a desperate attempt to feel something. And it sounds so silly now to say that, but at the time, it made sense. She cried and told me that she was sorry that I felt that way, and that she would get me help as soon as possible. I believed her. Another year waiting. My freshman year was probably my happiest year of high school. My classes were easy, and I felt at ease with my friend groups, and I knew everybody. And while I wasn't exactly friends with everyone, I was kind towards them. And I made all A's with ease and laughed at those who couldn't seem to get their work in on time. Another year waiting. My sophomore year, my classes were harder, and the girls that I used to see every weekend didn't talk to me anymore. And every day seemed to drag on. I started to become drowsy in class and fall asleep or lose focus entirely. I would sneak peeks of my phone and answer texts from my remaining friends during class to give myself relief throughout the day from my busy schedule. I struggled to keep my grades up and ended up receiving my first B ever. I thought my mom was so disappointed in me. Rumors spread of me having sex with this person and that person, and in high school it's really hard to distinguish the truth within multiple stories that change every time they're told. I was deemed a slut. Very few people associated with me for a while, and it got better over time, but my reputation was ruined. I cried a lot. And I found a getaway in soccer and swimming and musical, and as the year came to a close, I confessed to my best friend after musical practice one day that for the first time in 2 years, I was considering hurting myself. He was the first person to listen to me in a long time, and I was so relieved. And he offered his support whenever I needed it, and that was all I could ask for. But now he's busy in college, and our conversations have gotten shorter and shorter and shorter, and now I fear that spilling my heart out to him at my lowest points will leave me with an unread message. Another year waiting. I am now in my junior year of high school, and I didn't believe from the upperclassmen before me that it would take a toll on me mentally and physically, and I should have believed them. I now have a few friends that I see occasionally when we are all able to coordinate our schedules. And I rarely lift my face from my phone, and it's not to be rude to those around me. It's because I feel like I can't connect with anyone anymore. And staring into the brightness of my phone at useless posts and tweets gives me something to do to avoid conversation and connecting with people. And I feel as though everyone hates me, and nothing works out in my favor. And while those around me tell me they love me and could never imagine life without me, I still can't seem to believe them. And I tell myself every night to talk to a counselor because I'm not sure I'll see the next day. I've gone 4 years untreated by a therapist. My mother always tells me she's trying to get me help. I no longer believe her. Don't take this the wrong way. I love my mother unconditionally, but I wish that she would have helped me sooner. Because now I spend each day contemplating whether or not I'll make it waiting just another year. So I ask you, the parents, the guardians, the coaches, the counselors, the teachers, the friends, and anyone else listening, if you see someone struggling, please get them help as soon as possible. Because waiting just another year could be their last. I quite honestly thought I was alone, with no one there to help me. But sometimes you need to put your life in your own hands. Nothing is worth taking your life. Nothing. Help is always available to you, whether it's in the form of a friend or a parent or a counselor, or if you feel as though you don't have anyone left to trust, a hotline. If you're in dire need of help, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. And remember, you are never alone.